Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio. From San Diego, it's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff Escow.
Doing my time. Doing my time. Got myself a problem.
Hey, welcome everybody to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be with us today. We got a jam-packed show for you guys like we do each and every day here on Sports World Radio. Going to have a lot of fun. So I hope you guys are ready to take this 2-hour sports journey with us. Let's get all the particulars out of the way, and then we'll get on with the show. SportsWorldRadio.com each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. in the West, and if you happen to live in the Central...
Who really cares, and figure that out for yourself?
Yeah, I threw you a little bone. I threw you a little curveball that time, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I threw a little curveball to you that time. You didn't know what the hell I was going to say, so there you go. Each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. If you want to come and hang out in our chat room, we're over at Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker. Spreaker.com is the place to follow us in our chat room. Get yourself a free account. Sign up. Type in Sports World Radio after you get your free account. The show will show up at the bottom of the screen. Just click the little bubble all the way over to the right, and the chat room will open up, and you can start chatting away. If you don't want to do all of that, head on over to Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. That's Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Like our Facebook page, and then send us a message that way. Or you can follow us at Twitter at Twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. That's Twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. Or you can send us an email at swrshow@gmail.com. That's swrshow@gmail.com. Or, if you're a Skype user, you can reach us at Sports World Radio Show. Skype users only, Sports World Radio Show. Don't forget, we got a contest going on. We're looking for a new intro, 60 seconds long, no curse words. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann must be in there. 60 seconds long, no curse words. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann must be in there. Send your intro to introcontest@sportsworldradio.com. That's introcontest@sportsworldradio.com. Don't forget to sign up for Sports World Radio Sport Shorts at sportsworldradio.com/sport shorts. I record all the conversations that me and the guys have during the commercial breaks. I put them into a membership area. All you got to do is head on over to sportsworldradio.com/sport shorts. Become a member today. For only 1 cup of coffee a month, $4.95, $5 a month, you can become a member and listen to every single conversation that we have during the commercial breaks. I just, over the weekend, put up July, all the way up until today's show. So every show that we've done up until July is there. Even the special show that Josh and I did for almost 2 hours is on there for you guys as well. So hurry up, become a member of Sports World Radio Sport Shorts at sportsworldradio.com/sport shorts. With all that out of the way, what do you say, hey, we bring in that rat bastard co-host of ours, Sean Mann, the update man. What's going on there, you hump?
I'm doing good, Jeff, and welcome everybody to Sports World Radio on the 20th of July, 2015 at 6:07 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 3:07 p.m. on the West.
How you doing, pal?
Doing well in general. Weather right now is 92 degrees. How are you? And weather, of course, is hot down there. You're talking about humidity a little bit, right?
Well, we had I hate to tell you something, but it rained all day yesterday. In fact, it started raining at about 4 o'clock Saturday morning. 4 o'clock Sunday morning, and rained all day yesterday until about 3 o'clock this morning. And then it stopped raining. And it was humid, man. It was like 85, 90 degrees and humid. It was disgusting out. And it still is humid outside. It still is disgusting. It's terrible. Terrible. Terrible.
That's the Charles Barkley saying. That's here right. At 8 minutes after the hour.
It's really freaking bad out, man. It's hot. Today it's sunny, hot, and the humidity still hasn't broke. So I'm hoping it breaks tonight.
Shout out to Shaba. Shout out to Josh Lopez, the producer and program director of Sports World Radio, and Dr. Myth, and other people who hopefully will be coming in very shortly. How is the weather out there in Vicksburg, Shaba? And how are you, Josh? How's the weather out there? He was telling me about that, but I'm sure he's going to let you know pretty soon.
Yeah, when we get Josh in here for our Skip Bayless Bash Hour, I got some things I want to talk to him about as well.
And speaking of Skippy, Charles Barkley made out a point today saying that he and Skip Bayless could win against anybody in a golf tournament match.
What?
That Charles Barkley said that he and Skip Bayless could easily win a golf tournament together against anybody.
Okay, I take that challenge. I'll take that challenge. Me and my nephew will take that challenge. We'll kick your ass. How about that, Barkley boy and Skippy bitch? How about that? Huh? I take that challenge.
You do?
Yes, I do. I accept that challenge. That's right. I accept your challenge, Mr. Barkley. You and Skip Bayless against me and my nephew, anytime, any place, anywhere. In fact, you know something? Skip will even do it in Oklahoma if you want. So you can have all your fans watching so you can be humiliated in front of them all.
Ooh.
Because that's what's going to happen, bitch.
Jeff will smoke you both because Jeff is a golfing expert and a golf instructor.
Are you kidding me? I would be out there practicing every single day until the freaking match starts. I'd be playing golf every day just so I can kick your ass, Skip. I'll spend 6-7 hours practicing. I don't care. Just so I can beat you.
Josh goes, my biology teacher can whoop you, Mr. Terrible. And Shava says it's 95 in Vicksburg.
And then not only that, I'm going to have Skip Bayless's face printed on my golf balls. So when I hit the ball, I'm hitting your face. How about that, Skip? When I hit the golf ball, I'm going to be hitting your face because I'm going to have your face printed on my golf balls. So when I hit it, I'm hitting you. So I'm going to be beating you and hitting you all day long.
True.
Don't mess with me there, bitch.
Okay, our first story that we get to, Tony Romo. This is what Josh and I always discuss on our conference calls over the big headlines. Well, Tony Romo had a message after the British loss to Jordan Spieth. Jordan Spieth came up inches shy of getting into the playoff at St. Andrews on Monday instead of a 2015 British Open triumph. Spieth tasted disappointment at a major for the first time in 2015. Tony Romo said in his tweet, Jeff, I wonder if Jordan Spieth understands the emotional roller coaster he's given us this year. It was amazing. Thank you for making it fun, bro.
Okay, hopefully we're back now. Let's see what happens. Oh, man. We might be on a different freaking... Because we're live right now. The encoder is working. Okay.
Right.
Stay in the chat room, okay?
All right.
Stay in the chat room.
Still am.
Okay. Josh is calling me right now. What's up, Josh? What's up, Josh?
What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Not much. What happened?
What do you mean what happened?
The show went off.
I'm looking at the encoder. It's on right now.
Wow, that's weird. It won't refresh for me.
Really?
Yeah. Let me see if it works this time, all right?
Oh, you're right. You're right. Here we go. Yeah, I got it. You hear it? We're on the air right now, live. Just refresh your page. Just tell everybody in the chat room to refresh their page. Okay?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Everybody refresh their page. Because I got it. Is Josh still with us?
Josh, you there? Nope. I think he hung up and left.
Why?
Don't know.
Let's bring him back in. Can you guys hear us now?
Hello?
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, you got the show now?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay, we're back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, see? That's all we had to do is just refresh the page, I guess, huh?
Yep.
All right.
I just refreshed mine, so it's all good.
Okay, cool. All right, so we brought Josh in to make sure everything was working okay. He's working okay, so I guess we're back. So let's backtrack a little bit to where we were at before. That was weird, man. I don't know why the encoder went down.
It was a bit bewildering, to say the least.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys, but we're here.
We're here.
We're here.
Back.
All right, so where were we, Sean?
We were talking about Tony Romo and the tweets, and now we're talking about Ty Lawson. We moved to the NBA. One of the other big stories, Ty Lawson, who got busted with the DUI with the police in Denver, he's finding himself a new destination, and that would be the Houston Rockets. His agent told KRIVT in Houston.
Yeah, see, while we were having technical difficulties, I mentioned that I didn't even know the guy was still in the league. I didn't even know he was still there. I thought he was freaking already retired. And the only way I found out he was still in the league is when he got arrested.
True.
Right?
When he got arrested, and that was the big headline. We talked about him being one of the rat bastard candidates last week.
Right. Right. He was one of the rat bastards last week, wasn't he? Candidate last week for getting the DUI, correct?
Correct.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I didn't even know he was still in the league, to tell you the truth, until I found out he got the DUI.
So now he goes to Houston to go team up with Dwight Howard, I believe. Dwight Howard.
It won't be too long. He's going to be a backup anyway, right? Who's going to take Harden's position? I don't think so. Going to be a backup anyway.
Another NBA story, the Phil Files, the trade that shook New York. The New York Knicks, of course, made a big trade. Phil Jackson, of course, sending Ivan Shumpert and J.R. Smith. I think I'm trying to figure out who they traded him to because I had a chance to. If Jackson is recognized,
Hold on a second. You're trying to figure out who Jackson traded Iman Shumpert to and J.R. Smith to? Did you watch the goddamn finals?
I watched the trade.
Did you watch the finals?
Yes, I did.
Okay, who was on Cleveland?
Oh, J.R. Smith and Ivan. Okay, I had to go back and rephrase it.
Are you kidding me? You don't know who we traded? That trade happened last year or a long time ago. It's an old trade you're looking at.
Yeah, an old trade. If Jackson is recognized as we are led to a semi-private corner table, none of the customers or staff look twice at him. He discusses the roots of a recent three-team trade, of course, that sent J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert to the Cavaliers in return for 3 non-guaranteed contracts. Alex Kirk, Lou Amundsen, and Lance Thomas, and the Cavs second-rounder in 2019.
Yeah, which none of those 3 guys are going to be on the team anyway.
Yeah, so Phil Jackson trying to come up and design a plan to try to get the Knicks basketball back to Madison Square Garden.
He got rid of those 2 guys for the money. That's what he's doing. He was making all sorts of room because he wanted money to go after people he wanted to get, which he's kind of done.
Yeah.
He's going after people that are going to fit into his offense. That's what he's doing.
True.
That's what he's doing. He's going after people who are going to fit in his offense. You know?
Yeah, he's going after good players and trying to go after seeing who's available for the free agency. That's the big question.
Well, I told you guys that he's not going to go and get big players. He's going to go and get B players, B-plus players, because those are the people that are going to fit into his system.
Phil Jackson, this was back in January. I asked Derek Fisher what players were the biggest distractions. He said that although J.R. Smith never talked back to him, he always walked around under a dark cloud. Derek was worried that negative energy was contagious.
I don't blame him. I would get rid of him, too. I didn't like him as a Nick anyway.
Yeah, and the reason why is because
he's inconsistent.
It's just the fact.
He's inconsistent. Period. He can't be consistent enough. And you want to know something? He proved it in the goddamn finals, didn't he?
Yep.
That's why the Knicks got rid of him. If you want to know why Jackson got rid of him, because he's inconsistent. That's why. And he proved it in the finals. And Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless, if you can't see that, then you're just as dumb as Phil Jackson is. How about that? And Phil Jackson ain't dumb, so what does that say?
It says to me that the Knicks that the Knicks know what they're doing. They know that they're just a few years away from being really a deep threat in the Eastern Conference, but even Jeff called it last year. He knew the Knicks weren't going to be very good, and that's why Stephen A. Smith was being really annoying and irritating and flabbergasted too, because they weren't getting on a roll. They weren't winning like everybody said. Phil Jackson knew this was going to take time, just like Jeff knew that, and I wish other Knick fans could understand that, because I know that Knick fans want to return back to the glory days of the 1990s, try to get back and be a deep playoff threat year after year, but that's going to take a while.
It's going to take a while. Yeah, it doesn't happen overnight unless you're LeBron James and you go to the team. Otherwise, it doesn't happen overnight.
Right.
So I don't know why all you people are getting, all you Knick fans are crazy, especially Stephen A. Smith. He's so upset that Phil Jackson hasn't told him his plan. He doesn't have to tell you crap.
Exactly.
He doesn't have to tell you anything. That's what really pisses me off about that. He thinks he has the right to have Phil Jackson tell him what his plans are. Phil Jackson doesn't have to tell you nothing. Get used to it, buddy. Get used to it. Right?
True. Yep, get used to it and understand that it's like when Phil Jackson was hired, he said one thing, and that was, it's my team. I'm the one that came in here and is in charge of rebuilding a Knick team that hasn't been big since the Patrick Ewing days. So he knows what's at stake. He knows the whole situation and what the team needs to do to be competitive again in the Eastern Conference. But I'm sure before the season starts, everybody is probably going to believe that it's going to all be about Cleveland since they got all their team pretty much back. But we'll see. I hope not. If another NBA Finals happens next year with LeBron James in it, yuck.
I don't want to see that either. I don't want to see that either. I really don't want to see that. You know?
Yep.
There's no way I want to see that.
Very, very true, Jeff. And we'll just see what ends up happening. Because think about it. Here's the 20th of July, and NBA players will start working out probably around late August. Actually, late August and into September when training camp goes on. And then, of course, NBA preseason.
NBA preseason.
Another big story with the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs forward Kyle Anderson was named the Summer League MVP. Forward Kyle Anderson became the latest positive development in the San Antonio Spurs offseason Sunday when he was named MVP of the NBA Summer League, Jeff. That's pretty impressive.
Who was?
Kyle Anderson.
Kyle Anderson, huh?
For the San Antonio Spurs. For a Spurs team that has got great expectations going into next year since Tim Duncan is coming back for a 19th consecutive season. And Ginobili coming back.
That was the D-League MVP?
Yep.
The D-League MVP? I've never heard of him. That's why I said who?
Mm-hmm.
D-League. Man, you're really stretching it, aren't you?
Pretty much.
You're really stretching it for going to the D League, aren't you?
Yeah, it's not like I watch the Summer League anyway, but Jeff, I know you're the big basketball fan. It's like a yearly thing for you because you're more the basketball fan than the football or the baseball fan.
Yeah, but it's over now, right?
It is.
Now I got to wait until, like, November before I see any basketball.
Yeah, it'll be late October, early November when the season starts.
Mm-hmm. No, that's how long I have to wait now. That kind of stinks.
Well, I'm sure you're focused more on the NFL.
Oh, probably, because that's what it'll be on. But
right.
I'm more of a basketball guy than anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm more of a basketball guy than anything. Hey, let's run to our first update of the day.
All righty.
This update is brought to you by the Flipper. Head on over to flipper.com and get your not the first update, the first break of the day. I'm sorry. We're gonna be right back. It's not that first update; it's the first break, man. I got all confused. We'll be right back. You listen to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. All right, Mr. Sean, where are we going next?
The Washington Redskins announced in a letter from team president Bruce Allen to season ticket holders that they, quote, will be the first to receive in-game player status updates even before the NFL or the media. The letter stated they will be the first to receive any transactions in free agency and the NFL draft as well.
What?
That's what the Redskins announced. Bruce Allen, the Redskins president, told that to season ticket holders, that the Redskins will be the first to receive in-game player status updates even before the NFL or the media. The letter stated they will be the first to receive any transactions in free agency and the NFL draft as well.
How are they going to receive them? Does it say?
I'm not really sure how it is. They didn't say. It was just a short little story that I found that I discussed with Josh, and I said, well, that should make Gary One Arm happy, the big Redskins fan.
Yeah, but they don't say how you're going to receive them, whether it's going to be via text, via email, via cell phone, what? They don't say, do they?
It doesn't say.
dumbasses.
And Josh goes, what a bunch of BS.
Yeah, that is a bunch of BS, because if you're going to say that, then you got to say how you're going to deliver it to you, dumbasses.
I predict that with the way our technology is and the social media is these days, probably, I don't know, it's probably going to be through their cell phones. It probably they'll probably text it, or maybe through, or email would be the second choice because of how big our technology is.
Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. You know?
It is.
It is.
Oh, here we go. And now I found out the news will be divulged to fans via the team's mobile app.
Oh, so they're going to be receiving it via an app.
Yep.
Aha.
Previously, teams released injury information to whichever outlet was broadcasting the game. Fans at the game had to get updates via the radio broadcast or Twitter. An NFL spokesman declined comment on Washington's plan, but there's nothing in the policy regarding injuries over who should get the information first. Quote, the team personnel are responsible reporting in-game injury information, faculty, and accurately as soon as possible for the benefit of the network television audience and the other media covering our games, the policy says. Quote, to ensure fans in the stadium have access to the same information, these injury updates must also be posted on the stadium's video boards, scoreboards, or ribbon boards.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
The Redskins have spent the offseason upgrading the amenities at FedEx Field after conducting fan forums.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest problem, Jeff, here's what it is, has been on-field success. The Redskins have finished last in 6 of the past 7 years for Daniel Snyder's Washington Redskins.
I'm surprised they're still not fighting him to change that name.
I haven't heard anything about that, to my knowledge.
I'm glad.
Josh goes, or their hack sources will text it to them. I hate that. Oh, we need sources to break stories. Quote, do some real journalism. I like that, Josh. That's a good point. Because we all know exactly a few weeks ago when journalism really screwed up. The Yahoo Sports blunder, and then, of course, James Prezzelli getting ripped by people about his top 10 on his Twitter.
Huh, really?
Yep.
Wow. Huh. Very, very interesting.
It is. And I wonder if with this technology with the Redskins, if it's going to expand with other teams, Jeff. Do you think it'll be ongoing and that other teams will follow what the Redskins do?
I'm sure all teams will be doing this pretty soon. In fact, I'm shocked that all teams haven't started to do this already with all the new age stuff that's out there.
36 minutes after the hour on the 20th of July, 2015. What we'll learn about top NFL decision makers with Tom Brady appeal ruling. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell could make his ruling on the New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady's appeal this week. So let's lead things off with how that decision will tell us a lot about some people in key leadership positions within the league. Specifically, the spotlight shines bright on Goodell, General Counsel Jeff Pash, and Executive Vice President Troy Vincent.
They still haven't made a decision yet.
They have not, Jeff. There is still no word.
That's ridiculous, man. I'm
telling you, Roger Goodell has not done a very good job with handling the disciplinary action.
No, he hasn't. He's bungled this one too because he's taken so freaking long.
Yep.
He's bungled this one too because he's taken way too freaking long, man.
I agree.
Way too long. You could have made your decision. You had the meeting on Thursday. You could have made your decision on Monday, you dumbass. No, I think I'll wait a month. Come on. Come on already. This is bull.
It is. I know, Jeff, that you being commissioner, it would have been a quick decision. You would have met with Brady, and you would have made the decision a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, of course I would have. Of course I would have. You bet your sweet petunias, man. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's right, Browning. You read our minds that it wouldn't take Jeff very long. So no decision yet. And this is the way he's like with Commissioner Pete Rozelle or Commissioner Paul Tagliabue, it wouldn't take them very long to make decisions on players who would get hit with cheating or did something wrong. But Goodell, with his handling of all this stuff like bounty scandal, he dealt with that with the New Orleans Saints. I apologize, Shabba, for bringing that up. Of course, the Ray Rice situation, the Adrian Peterson situation last year, and now this just makes him a very poor NFL commissioner. And everybody's sick of it because everybody wants to know, will Brady get his suspension gone, or will it be reduced, or will it stay at 4 games? It's driving everybody nuts.
It is driving everybody nuts. It's driving me nuts, too.
If they keep the suspension at 4 games, they are tone deaf. That would match the 2015 suspension of Dallas Cowboys defensive end Greg Hardy, whose transgressions are in a different and much more serious zip code when compared to Brady's alleged transgressions.
Nice.
If they reduce the suspension to 2 games, they are playing the perception. This is the safest play for Goodell, Pash, and Vincent, and most likely because it's far enough away from Hardy. But also, let's 31 other teams know that they aren't backing down from a club that is perceived to have received favorable treatment in the past with Spygate and other stuff.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Andrew?
Josh goes, tone deaf? Sounds familiar, Skip.
He is. No doubt about it.
And there's more to it. If they reduce the suspension to 1 game, they are strategic. From a perception standpoint, the league could still say it still held its line while at the same time potentially enticing Brady to stop the fight while being able to maintain his innocence in the process. If they overturn the suspension altogether or table it to gather more information on air pressure in footballs, they are driven by fairness. This would be an acknowledgement that there simply isn't enough evidence in the Wells report to conclude Brady is guilty. Take away rooting interest and look solely at the available information and the league's lack of history with gouging air pressure in footballs, and any NFL player or team should be concerned that the league could come down this hard. So there's a lot of scenarios that Brady could get 4 games like Greg Hardy of the Cowboys. There's a way, like they're describing each, Jeff, about how they should go about dealing with the suspension for Tom Brady and this Deflategate that's been ongoing since 2015, which we all know is this year, since January, when this report came out by the Indianapolis Colts, the sports writer accusing the Pats of the deflated footballs.
Andrew's thinking that there'll probably be a 4-game suspension. They're going to keep it 4 games. Is that why? That's what you're thinking because it's taking so long? I actually think he's going to reduce it to 0, and he's got to come up with a script to figure out what the hell he's going to say.
They do that, okay, then Brady will learn his lesson, and then, of course, the fine is all taken care of. They got to pay for that, but the point is the Pats have got to stop with what they've gotten away with in the past. First, they've had to deal with Spygate and videotaping other opposing teams' plays, then they deal with this. And everybody says, oh, they're cheatriots, they're cheaters, they should be stripped of the Super Bowl this year and should automatically go to Indianapolis or Seattle. But, what's done is done. You can't change it. The Pats did win the Super Bowl.
Right. Pats did win the Super Bowl.
And if there was a poll too, Jeff, 42 minutes after the hour, if there was a poll that came out and everybody would grade Roger Goodell's performance as NFL commissioner handling this Deflategate, I'd give him an F. I'd flunk him because look at all the boneheaded and stupid mistakes he has made in the past.
Right. No, I'm with you. Because
this is disgusting and despicable and just not a good thing that he's been doing it. Josh goes, if he's the rat bastard of the year, this schmuck deserves a suspension one way or another. I don't care if it's 2 or 4 games. If he didn't do anything wrong, it shouldn't take this long to make a decision. True. Browning goes, Brady would be like, if he gets suspended, he'd be like, I didn't do anything wrong. Well, remember Browning in the press conference in late January, they showed Brady's press conference, and he looked right into the cameras and told the whole public he had no knowledge of deflated footballs. But like I've always said, this thing that's been going on now for 6 months is about truth and lies. Who's lying and who's telling the truth?
So who's lying and who's telling the truth?
Mm-hmm. Hard to say.
That's what I'm asking you. Who's lying and who's telling the truth? That's what I'm asking you.
That's a hard one to say.
You don't know either.
Don't know either. It all is going to depend on what Goodell finds out, from the Wells report.
You know what the Wells report said?
Mm-hmm.
That Brady is innocent, pretty much.
Pretty much is.
So, and then they suspend him for 4 games? I don't get that.
I don't get it either.
Oh, he probably knew what was going on, so we're going to suspend him for 4 games. Probably knew? So you're going to suspend him for something that probably knew?
Mm-hmm.
That's not evidence. Probably? What kind of evidence is that?
True.
Probably knew. So if he probably knew, and you have no evidence that you definitely knew that he knew, and all you have is evidence that he probably knew, that's circumstantial evidence. That don't cut it in the real world. Okay? So if Brady's suspension does not get reduced, he's going to take it to the real world and take it to the courts where they're going to say, probably don't cut it. Probably doesn't mean guilty. Probably doesn't mean anything. Probably just means that's a guess on the guy who's writing this report.
On that note, we got to go to our first update of the day.
This update is brought to you by The Flipper. Head on over to flipperflipper.com and get your flipper today and never, ever touch your toilet seat ever again. It's The Flipper, and it's at flipperflipper.com. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the first update of the day.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. 46 minutes after the hour on this 92-degree day up here in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. All right, here we go. Major League Baseball. Here's what we got. This is the day-night doubleheader between the Red Sox and Angels. Right now, the Angels lead 7-1. It is the bottom of the 4th inning. Other action tonight, ESPN Monday Night Baseball will be the Mets at the Nationals, Rays taking on the Phillies, Mariners at the Tigers, Dodgers taking on the Braves, Cubs at Reds, Pirates taking on the Royals tonight, interleague play. Maybe that's a fall classic preview right there with how well these two teams are playing. And, of course, you got the Rangers taking on the Rockies, Marlins at the Diamondbacks, and the late game tonight, another one, you got the Giants at the Padres. In the NFL, of course, the big news that we've talked about, Tom Brady is expected to maybe hear something on his suspension this week. According to Roger Goodell, there is a report coming out that it either could be maybe Wednesday, end of the week. Who knows when? We're not sure when the decision will be made if Tom Brady will get his suspension reduced or maybe to 0 games or even to 4 games. Who really knows? The Washington Redskins made news today as they get the news first. They will get on their mobile, they'll get updates. They'll learn about the injuries on players. And, of course, with that happening right now, the Redskins are the first team to do it. Probably more teams for the foreseeable future will do it. The Green Bay Packers, they made news today. The NFL teams each earned $226.4 million from national revenue sharing. In the NBA, Ty Lawson has found himself a new home. He's not going to go back to Denver, where he got in trouble with DUI, but he's going to go to the Houston Rockets. He's excited about the opportunity to join them. NBA Summer League is kind of coming to a close just about. Of course, teams are already playing. Players are already working out. So that's all the news that we got as far as the NBA is concerned. That is the first of 2 updates for Sports World Radio. This update is brought to you by The Flipper. Go to flipperflipper.com. Never have to touch your toilet seat ever again. That's at The Flipper at flipperflipper.com. When we come back from this commercial break and update, More sports talk with Jeff Eskow and Sean Mann. And soon, Josh Lopez coming in with the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. Be right back after the commercial.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think. Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Eskow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday, right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. Joining us now, like he does each and every day, times change, is our good friend and producer and program director of the show, Josh Lopez. What's up there, you freaky hump, you?
What's going on, everybody?
I beat you to the punch this time, because normally you say it when I ask you what's up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you that time. Hey, really quick before we get into what you're normally here for, I have several questions for you, and of course Andrew is in the house, so Andrew asked me questions about Battleground. We'll get into that in a little bit, Andrew, I promise, because Josh and I are wrestling fans, I promise. Really quick, though, you went to a Chicago White Sox game on Saturday night, was it, or Saturday during the day?
Afternoon.
It was an afternoon game, and they gave out replica championship rings?
Yep. The first 20,000 people over the age of 21 got a replica ring honoring the 10-year anniversary of the White Sox winning the World Series. And I had to show my ID in order to get my ring, actually.
Really? They didn't think you were over 21?
Yeah. So I shaved that morning, so sometimes when I shave, I don't look like I'm 21. But when I don't shave, I look like I'm like 25 or 30. So it goes different ways depending where I'm at.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's also, you met Frank, too, for the very first time, right?
Yeah, the big bag of wind.
He's not so big, and he's not such a bag of wind, is he?
Well, he's a bag of wind, trust me.
He doesn't shut up, does he?
Everything you hear him on air, it's that and more in person.
Yeah, he doesn't shut up, does he?
No, he's a great guy.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, man, a lot of fun. Nicholas called during the game. We talked to him for a while, and then we called Sean, and then he wasn't pretty happy with a couple of stuff I said.
Yeah, I heard you guys. I heard you guys were calling people during the game. How come I didn't get a call?
I told you yesterday, man. I don't have your old number that goes through the 619-663-3715 doesn't work anymore.
Oh,
that's the only number I got.
Oh, I should have gave you the.
That's what happened on Friday.
Well, see,
I was trying to call you.
Can I ask?
It didn't work.
Can I ask you a question?
That was Thursday.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have?
All right.
Are you using your phone right now for Skype?
Yeah.
Well, you could have Skyped me from this freaking stadium.
Well, you weren't on at the time.
Oh yeah, No, you know what? You're right. I didn't turn my Skype on until late. You're right.
Yes, and I saw the pictures, Josh, of you and Frank at the game.
I saw them too. I saw that picture of Frank. What the hell was he wearing, for Christ's sakes?
That was a classic Chicago Bears jersey, Walter Payton.
Gosh.
Yeah, he's going to a White Sox game. It's not a football game, you jackass.
Well, he's a Cubs fan, so that was his substitute. So I wouldn't rip him.
Really?
Yeah. He told me when I took the picture of him, he said he looked like he was holding like a liquor bottle in that brown bag. But it was a box of strawberries he brought with him.
So you told me that you're actually taller than him?
Yep.
That's hard to believe.
Jeez.
So that means that. So that
I was a defensive lineman, and I do get misjudged. But yeah, I am taller than the big one.
How tall are you?
6'1".
Really?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize you were that tall.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're taller than me. It's a good thing. It's a good thing you work for me and I don't work for you.
Yep. Yeah, most of the pictures you see of me, I'm sitting down. So
yeah, I know.
Really don't know
exactly.
if I'm taller or not.
Exactly. That picture that I saw that picture that you took of Frank, and I saw that, I go, look at that freaking big bag of wind. I was like, holy freaking moly! Look at that guy.
Yep. We'll tell more stories about this tomorrow when he comes on.
Okay.
He said he had a good time, though.
Good, I'm glad. Yeah, I want to talk. That's why I want him to come on. I'm going to bring you on at the same time he comes on. We're going to spend a good time talking about that tomorrow because you're both here.
Oh, boy, that's got to be great.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 55
Hold
minutes
on a
after
second,
the hour,
Sean.
it's the Skippy
Hold on.
Bayless
Hold on a second, Sean. Before we get into that, hold on a second. Because we can keep this producer as long as we want. It's Monday. He got nothing to do today.
Not yet, but go
right,
ahead.
Exactly. And we're running up against the top of the hour break. But really quick, how'd you enjoy Battleground last night?
I loved it. The Battleground pay-per-views over the years haven't been the greatest. It was just another pay-per-view that was there in between these pay-per-view builds towards a massive show like a SummerSlam or a Rumble. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It was the third actual Battleground pay-per-view overall. It was in St. Louis. I'm not a fan of the Cardinals or the Blues there, but they do have a great wrestling crowd there, so I thought that helped the show a lot. I love the Randy Orton and Sheamus match. I got most of my predictions right last night, but that doesn't really matter. I just thought the show was good. I really didn't have much problems with it. I thought all the matches were good. It helped storyline-wise. I saw a lot of people whining and moaning about Kevin Owens tapping out to John Cena, but he's a heel. John Cena's a good guy. Come on now. We should know where that was heading.
That was another good match, man.
Mm-hmm.
Another good
match. Undertaker is my favorite wrestler growing up as a kid, so seeing him last night, I got really excited, and I thought it was cool, and it was the only logical way they could have got out of that Rollins-Lesnar match without making Lesnar look like a joke and taking a pin from Rollins.
Right. That was freaking awesome, though, man. I didn't expect to see I didn't expect it to end like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that was pretty cool. And then when he was walking out, I was like, "That's how you're going to end Battleground?"
Yep.
Oh my God! Tonight. I was saying this last night. I go, "Oh, tomorrow night's going to be crazy."
Yep, and it was just announced that Undertaker will be starting Raw tonight.
Really?
Yep.
Oh man, you got to like that, don't you?
Yep.
So our mutual friend, you know who I'm talking about, right, Josh? Our mutual wrestling friend.
Yep.
I heard from our mutual wrestling friend last night.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. She'll be at Monday Night Raw tonight.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Love out.
Yep. She's still in St. Louisville. It's still in St. Louis. Yeah, she sent me a couple of Skype messages last night. We were chatting on Skype for a little bit, and then she fell asleep really quick. It was kind of late last night. She's stuck in St. Louis doing Monday Night Raw. That was the last I heard of her. I'm sure I'll probably hear from her tonight during Raw because she's just going to be sitting in her office doing nothing anyway.
I honestly think there's money left on the table with me not working there yet.
Well, I know. There's money left on the table with me not working there yet either. You know? Love out.
Missing out.
Look at Shaba. He can't stop saying it either. He probably goes to work and goes, Lavelle, and people just look at him like, what the hell is he doing?
What is going on with that man?
You do it better than anybody else, though.
Lavelle. I'm telling you, people, hey, listeners, when you go to work from now on, when somebody says hello to you, I want you to go, Lavelle. That's your hello back to them. And then before you know it, everybody will start saying, Lavelle, instead of hello.
Lavelle.
That's right. I'm going to start doing it when I bring people on the phone. Instead of, hey, how you doing? I'm just going to go, Lavelle.
Hopefully Louisville's at SummerSlam this year because I got to meet up with her if I'm going to be able to go out there.
That'd be pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of luck meeting her. Hey, evades me. All right, Sean. Now,
hold up. Before we did that, I thought the Reigns and Bray Wyatt match was good, too. I wanted to say that before
I did not like the ending.
I know, you're not a Bray Wyatt fan.
No. I don't care if Bray Wyatt won. I just don't like the ending of it.
I actually don't mind it because I actually like Luke Harper with Bray Wyatt than him being by himself.
The ending of it was pretty crappy, to tell you the truth. So with them doing what they did and putting them two back together, I actually think they're going to put Ambrose and Reigns back together and have those two twosomes go at each other for a little while.
SummerSlam?
Maybe.
All right, there you go.
Maybe there's your SummerSlam tag
I said
team.
that in my Raw preview article this morning.
And then the winner of that will go after the tag team championship belt. Ding.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Sean.
Oh, yeah. On that note, we got to run to our top of the hour break at 7 p.m. on the East Coast, which is 4 p.m. on the West.
And we timed it out perfectly. On the other side of this break, you know what's coming. Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. We'll see you in just a minute. You're listening to Jeff Escow and Shaw Man on
Sports World Radio.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us. And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow Show, man, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. 6 o'clock on the east, 3 o'clock on the west, and if you live in the mountains,
who cares?
I love that. Okay, Sean, now go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 3 minutes after the hour, it's the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. Josh, what's the Skippy brought to you by?
I'll say it at the end of the segment.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Yeah. Skippy sure had a lot to say since we're coming back from the All-Star break, and we got the trade deadline coming up, I think, just about 2 weeks, Sean?
Yeah, the
right?
trade deadline is in 11 days, July 31st.
For what?
For MLB teams to make trades.
Oh, okay.
So the first quote of the day is, Skippy Bayless said that
You know what? I'm gonna let Sean do it.
My Boston Red Sox need to trade Clay Buchholz.
No, really? I don't know what's going to
He said that the Red Sox need to trade him because Clay Buchholz messes with their salary cap.
And Skippy, you mess with everybody every day, and you think you know all that, and you're annoying. Maybe you need to be fired. Maybe you should fire yourself.
Jeff, anything?
It's his Boston team. I could care less what Boston does. As long as they fire.
Oh, jeez.
As long as they fire Farrell.
Terrible. Skippy Bayless said that my San Diego Padres are reaching Philadelphia Philly territory.
His Padres are reaching Philadelphia territory?
Yeah, Philadelphia Philly territory.
What does that mean?
As far as being one of the worst teams in baseball.
Hey, douchebag.
Yeah.
Hey, douchebag. They just won 4 in a row.
Not according to Skippy.
That's what I don't get. Remember when he said that the Padres were going to sweep the Cardinals and then they actually beat them?
No, he said
the Cardinals were going to sweep the Padres.
Yeah, he said the Cardinals were going to sweep the Padres, and the Padres won 3 out of 4 from the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Jeff. The Padres are 43-49, and the Phillies are a disastrous team.
Yeah, the Phillies are a disastrous team, but the Padres just won the last 4 games. If they would have won listen, if that game wasn't rained out last night and they won that game, they would have been 5 in a row. They got rained out last night for the first time in 10 years. Can you believe they had a rain delay in San Diego for 2.5 hours, and then they finally postponed the game? A rain delay in San Diego. A game postponed because of rain in San Diego. First time it happened in 10 years.
You're going to love this.
Hold on a second. Do you want to know what else happened for the first time ever in San Diego Padres history? They brought the rain. They brought the rain tarp out twice.
The Red Sox-Angels game last night for Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN, they had to postpone it. It's the first time that the Angels have called off a game because of rain in 20 years.
Yeah. Padres, and first time in Padres history, they had to bring out the tarp twice.
I guess Mother Nature had to let it loose in the West Coast.
Dude, it was raining severely almost all weekend.
Yeah. You're going to love this next one. Skippy Bayless said that MLB should take the All-Star game out of San Diego and put it inside Jerry World.
No, he's an idiot. It should, an All-Star game should never, ever be inside of Jerry World. Because Jerry World, first, hold on, Sean. Jerry World is a football stadium, not a baseball stadium.
Oh, come on, Jeff. They just had the NCAA National Championship there for college basketball. Jerry World would probably love the whole thing because Skippy says that San Diego is not a good sports town, not a good place to live.
I don't give a flying fig Newton that they just had the NCAA college basketball finals there. You know what? You know what? You can You can stick your freaking college basketball court inside of any freaking arena, okay? Dallas Stadium, Texas Stadium, whatever the hell that place is called, is not made for baseball. So shove it Up your ass, Skip. If you knew anything, you wouldn't have never said that, you jackass. That stadium was built for football first.
Skippy Bayless said that The Undertaker is not intimidating to him.
Oh, you not? Yeah? He intimidated the crap out of Brock Lesnar last night, didn't he?
You saw the look on his face, right?
Yeah, he intimidated Brock Lesnar, and I guarantee you, if you see The Undertaker in a dark alley, your ass is going to be crapping in its pants, boy.
Run for your life like Seth Rollins.
That's
Run.
right. Run. Soon as the lights went out, you didn't see nothing of Seth Rollins, did you?
Nope, he was gone.
Gone.
I'm surprised Paul Heyman was still there.
He
was scared.
Paul Heyman was yelling, "No! No!"
Oh, before we get to the next one, you told me that you had some words for Paul Heyman last night, didn't you?
That son of a bitch! That son of a bitch! And as soon as it happened, I texted freaking Josh. The second it happened, during the freaking preview last night, they interviewed Paul Heyman. And that son of a bitch stole my line. He was doing an interview with, what's his face?
Tom Phillips.
Tom Phillips. And he turned around. Tom Phillips was talking to him, and Paul Heyman turned around to him and said something to the effect of, something to the effect of just like this. If my mother had balls, she'd be my father. Okay? Only he turned it around. Only he turned it around and said, tell your aunt to grow something like that, right, Josh?
Yep.
What was the line? Do you remember?
If your mother had balls, she would be your uncle.
Something.
Oh no! If your aunt had balls, she would be your uncle.
No, but he didn't say balls. He said if your aunt had a pair, she'd be your uncle. That's what he said. If your aunt had a pair, she'd be your uncle. Where the hell did you get that, Heyman? There's only one place in the world that has ever been said. And that's on this show right here. I should sue you for stealing my crap, mister.
So, Paul Heyman, you're added to the Rap Bastards of the Week.
You right now, Paul Heyman, you are the number one candidate for the Rap Bastard of the Week.
Sean, write it down, buddy.
Paul
Get that
Heyman,
document going.
Yep, Paul Heyman.
How in the world do you say if your aunt had a pair, she'd be your uncle?
It doesn't make sense. He didn't know how to make sense with that.
Where did you hear that? I know exactly where you heard that. You heard that from here because I say it all the time. If my mother had balls, she would have been my father. That's the only place you will ever hear it.
Hey, you're a stockholder. I mean, they steal my ideas when it comes to storylines and stuff, and they steal your catchphrases.
I should send a letter to the WWE saying you have a very upset stockholder. Very upset stockholder. You're stealing my lines. You're not giving me any credit. I'm the one who invented that. My mother was the one who invented that line. I can guarantee you, anybody that listens to this show has never, ever heard anybody else say that before. Josh, have you ever heard anybody else say that before?
No.
Sean?
No, never have.
Exactly. You know why? Because my mother was the one that made it up, Paul Heyman. That's why.
Paul Heyman for stealing a quote. That's a good one for a candidate.
He's the number one Rat Bastard candidate right now. Right now.
Maybe these people are hiring spies to listen to our quotes.
Not only did he say it once, but he said it twice.
12 minutes after the hour.
Twice.
That's how he feels about the word if.
Twice. I soon as I heard it, I couldn't type it fast enough to Josh.
When I got the masses, I just started laughing really loud.
Because
that's why I didn't respond.
Because I knew Josh heard it. Because I knew Josh was listening. I was so fucking fit to be tied, it was ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Because nobody.
It was very PO'd, Sean.
Nobody.
Yeah, I can hear them now.
Nobody in their right mind or in their right world, nobody says that but me.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's even heard that anywhere else but on this radio show.
Sports World Radio, the best 2 hours of unauthorized and uncensored sports talk. Deal with it.
Unstinking believable. I should go after freaking WWE and sue them for stealing my crap.
Hey, you can't steal a Jewish son of a former personal attorney?
Yeah.
Wasn't that what his father was?
Yeah.
Personal attorney.
Personal attorney. Yeah.
Like
Wow. I'll sue. Listen, you. Hey, listen, Heyman, you dumb fat Jew boy. I'll sue you and the WWE. You fat Jew boy. And I can say that because I'm Jewish too. Okay? But I'm not.
Launch a protest to kick us off the air. That's probably what Heyman will do in wrestling people.
Try it.
They can because Jeff's a stockholder.
That's right. I'm a stockholder. I'm a pissed off stockholder for stealing my freaking lines on my radio show. Why don't you? I got an idea. Hey, Cole, Michael Cole. At the end of Monday night, at the end of on SmackDown, do me a favor. At the end of the show, I want you to turn around and I want you to say this. Good night, everybody. I want everybody to have. Good night, everybody. Remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable. You might as well just say that too, you son of a bitch.
Jerry Lawler's going to be like, amen.
Quarter after the hour, we got to run to a commercial break.
Unstinking believable. You're listening to Jeff Escow, Showman, and Josh Lopez on
Sports World Radio.
You dumbass.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Showman, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. Hey, Paul Heyman, here's a new line for you. I hear you saying this one when you're doing your Brock Lesnar speech. I'm coming after you, you fat Jew boy.
Or it could be like Paul Heyman saying, "Shut the front door." There's another one.
Oh,
that Jeff
don't get me started with that one.
Hey, get Sports World Radio Sports Shirt buddies. Trust us, it's entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to go and listen to the. Yeah,
especially if you like to see people get ripped.
Oh yeah, we've been having some good commercial talks. If you haven't signed up for Sport Shorts yet, head on over to sportsworldradio.com/sport shorts and become a member today and listen to all the conversations we have while you guys are listening to the commercials. Hey, Heyman, here's this one for you. Okay, remember, hey Heyman, I got major degrees. I got a BS, an MS, and a PhD. You know what that is? Bullshit, more shit, pile higher and deeper. Okay? Let me see you use that one. Say that in your speech. Okay? You say that in your speech, I'm coming after you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gimmick Infringement.
Hello? Hello, everybody. My name is Paul Heyman, and I got a BS, an MS, and a PhD.
Hello, my name's Paul Heyman, and shut the front door.
I can't stand that fat Jew boy.
Love out.
That's
Paul,
so.
yeah,
That's what
there's goes Sean. Paul Heyman is busted against Escal.
That's right, man. I'm taking that fat bastard Jew boy down.
It's true.
Taking him to the woodshed.
That's right.
I'm surprised a New Yorker ripping a New Yorker for.
Well, he's
for a New Yorker phrase.
Well, yeah, he's stealing my crap for Jiminy Cricket's sakes. Come on. The hell out of here. That's just not right, man.
All right, I guess we should go back to some Skippy quotes. We'll let Jeff rip him in a little bit, but
love out.
Here we go. This one's gonna get Jeff riled up. Skippy Bayless said that Pistol Pete Maravich got nothing on LeBron James.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, Pistol Pete Maravich has got nothing against LeBron.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Skip Bayless. If it wasn't for Pistol Pete Maravich, there would be no Michael Jordan. If there wasn't no Michael Jordan, there would be no LeBron James. I'm sorry, hold on. If there was no Pistol Pete Maravich, there'd be no Michael Jordan. If there was no Michael Jordan, there'd be no Kobe Bryant. If there was no Kobe Bryant, there'd be no LeBron James. End of discussion.
Well, come on, Jeff. Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
Well, come on, Jeff.
Hey. Don't give me...
LeBron's league with 2 NBA titles.
Hey, I got you. Come on, Jeff, right here.
You had to add something to that, Josh?
Yes, I gotta say, LeBron James wouldn't handle playing basketball in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, or the 90s.
Not according to Skip.
Pistol Pete Maravich would make LeBron James look like his bitch.
Here we go. Skippy Bayless said that my Dallas Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo will be having a Joe Montana-esque season this year.
Mark that date down. Mark that date down that he said it, because when it not
July
happens,
20th.
Because when it doesn't happen, I am gonna kill him.
Well, Tony, hey Josh, remember when we have our Skype calls that we always talk about formats for the shows? How about this? Remember you were telling me that Tony Romo said that this was going to be what? Some kind of a magical year for the Cowboys?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, Tony Romo came out and said that. Wait till Jerry Jones opens up his yap.
They say it at you know what? I hear this crap at the same time every single year. Every year for the last 20 years, I've been hearing the same crap. Guess what? You know what? I'll even do you one better. I've been hearing the same crap for the last 9 years. You've won 2 playoff games in 9 years.
Cubs.
What was that, Josh?
I was saying the Cowboys' excuses for every year they're going to win sounds like the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah. You've won 2 playoff games in 9 years.
And 3-8 overall in 11 playoff games, and Romo wins 2 playoff games, and they go 12-4 last year.
I'm sorry, Mr. Jones, but you're going to be dead before they win their next Super Bowl.
And remember how Jerry Jones says this, Josh? I think I've done a great job as general manager.
I think
of the
you've done
Dallas
a crappy.
Cowboys.
If you've done such a great job as a general manager of Dallas Cowboys, how come you won a Super Bowl in 20 years, you jackass?
Skippy Bayless said that my Boston Red Sox should not fire John Farrell due to his contract instead.
Exactly, and nobody listens to me at all.
Yeah, you can take that contract extension on that piece of paper that it's written on and wipe your ass with it, because that's what it means. Nothing.
An extension means everything.
No, it doesn't,
because
Josh.
The job that he did in the 2013 season.
Big deal.
You
He
can't
signed
just sit there and tell me that an extension isn't worth a hill of beans.
It's not.
It can be, even though they're struggling.
It's not worth the hill of beans. You know why? Because they can fire him anytime in those 5 years, so that contract means crap.
The extension is through 2017. I mean, you got to give him that right there.
See, you don't even believe it the way you're talking, I can tell.
I do believe it.
I do believe it. Look at him.
You're so full
Look
of
at
it.
I do believe it. No, you don't. I don't hear the conviction in your. You know what? I believe more, and I have more conviction and more belief that he's getting fired than you do have him staying there.
I have a belief he is going to stay there. I center it on the general manager.
I'm changing it up here, buddy. Sean changed his convictions more than a woman changed her tampon when she's on her period.
Ooh,
No, I don't think he does. I think he changes.
Cold.
I think he changes sports teams more than he changes a woman when he's on tampon.
That is cold, gentlemen.
I'm waiting for you to bring out your Jets gear for NFL Real Talk.
I want him.
Whatever's left.
I want to auction off that Jets gear, man.
I was thinking
Why?
of.
Well, you know what? If I auction it off, all the money goes to me.
I was thinking of auctioning this White Sox ring, but I might change my mind because I'm a real fan.
How many rings did you get? One or two?
Real fan.
Just one.
Oh, they just gave out one?
Yeah.
Should have went back around and tried and got another one.
I know, right? Frank kept this. I'm surprised he didn't give it away to somebody.
I'm surprised he didn't give it to you.
I know, right?
He's not a White Sox fan. He should have gave it to you, and then you could have sold one.
No, it doesn't matter. They'll probably get lost in their houses anyway, and then it's all gone for a White Sox ring.
Uh-oh, look at him.
Oh, you know how Brock Lesnar has Suplex City, Jeff?
Yeah.
We got a new one. Tombstone City, bitch.
Nice.
All right, one last Skippy quote when it comes to wrestling and sports. Skippy Bale said he did not like Battleground because he should be the one that's taking out John Cena for the U.S. Open Challenge.
You can't even beat your mother in a wrestling match, let alone John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
You can't wrestle. You are not that physical. You are a twig compared to some of these guys. They would eat you up alive. You have no physical attributes that would make you a wrestler.
Oh, come on, Josh and Jeff. Skippy believes and understands that he knows a lot about wrestling, and he could go into a cage match.
I don't believe he can. I don't believe
Sean,
he can.
I got your command here. Skippy doesn't know anything about sports or wrestling if his life depended on it.
That's what you should have said.
Oh, jeez.
He doesn't know anything about wrestling. He doesn't. He's just all mouth and no talk. That's what he is. He's all mouth and no talk. One of these days, somebody's going to say, put your money where your mouth is, you douchebag.
Hey, they're in New York, Skip. They're by you. There's no reason why you can't go over there and prove yourself.
I wish like some of these wrestlers would hear this, like John Cena, and say, you know what? Okay, let's throw out the challenge. You say you can beat me in a wrestling match? Let's go. You want to see how fast he's going to back down? You want to see how fast he's going to back down and say, oh, no, I can't do it that day. I can't do it this day. Oh, no, I don't have the time. Want to see how fast he's going to back down?
Yeah.
Because all Vince McMahon has to do is call ESPN and say, we'd like to do something with Skip. That's all they got to do, and he would do it in a heartbeat. You know that, because he's dying to do something with them. And then I say, Skip, you mouth off your mouth so much about wrestling some wrestlers. We want you to wrestle. Oh no, I can't go now. That's what he's going to do.
That's a wrap for today's edition of Skippy Bale's Bash Hour. We'll have some more quotes for you tomorrow. Don't forget this segment is brought to you by The Flipper. Go to flipper.com for more information. Never ever have to touch your toilet seat again. It's The Flipper. Go to flipper.com. Before you guys let me go, you have any more comments on Paul Heyman, buddy? Or Michael Cole?
Listen, if you guys are going to steal my crap, you might as well just steal it right out and just do everything I say.
They're hiring a spy. There's a spy right there that's snooping into Eskow's comments.
It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, stealing my crap. I heard that. I couldn't type it fast enough on Facebook Messenger to Josh.
Yeah.
I freaked out. And I know Josh,
can you believe this?
I know Josh was freaking laughing when he heard it.
Josh is rolling on the floor laughing the entire time.
He knew what was coming. Right?
Yep.
You knew what
right
was
as
coming.
I heard, I was like, oh, no.
That's right.
Look at Shabba. I was in the shower for the Maravich stuff. What a crock.
Hey, let's run to our final update. Josh, you going to do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, this update is brought to you by the Flipper. Head on over to flipperflipper.com and get your Flipper today and never, ever touch your toilet seat ever again. It's the Flipper, and it's at flipperflipper.com. Take it away, Josh Lopez, with the final update of the day.
Thank you, Jeff and Sean. Welcome, everybody. Final update of the day for Sports World Radio on this Monday, July 20th, 2015. Weather right now in the Windy City is cloudy and 80 degrees. Right now, in baseball scores, the Angels are whooping the Boston Red Sox 11-1 in the bottom of the sixth inning. It's a 0-0 tie in Philadelphia. It's an interleague action again. Interleague action, Tampa Bay against Philadelphia. We have the Mets at Nationals at 0-0. Detroit's up 1-0 against the Mariners. A 1-1 tie in Cincinnati with the Cubs and Reds. Atlanta's up 2-0 against the Dodgers. And other games tonight, we got the Pirates in Kansas City. That's interleague action. Rangers and Rockies, interleague action. Miami Marlins at Arizona Diamondbacks. Red Sox and Angels for their day-night doubleheader. And then the final game of the night, we got the San Francisco Giants at the San Diego Padres. Congrats go out to Zach Johnson, who won the British Open playoff today. Also, in other news, the Big 12 will not expand or have a championship game in 2015. This update has been brought to you by the Flipper. Go to flipperflipper.com. Never, ever have to touch your toilet seat again. It's a Flipper. Go to flipperflipper.com. More Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow and Sean Mann after the break.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell say at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think. Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. We're in the last home stretch of the show, the last half hour of this 2-hour sports journey we're taking you on each and every Monday through Friday on SportsWorldRadio.com, 6 o'clock in the East, 3 o'clock in the West, and if you live in the Central?
If you live in the Central, figure that out for yourself.
There you go. All right, Shawnee, where we going next?
All right, we go to the NFL. NFL teams each earned $226.4 million from the national revenue sharing. NFL teams each received $226.4 million from the NFL as part of national revenue sharing from the 2014 fiscal year. The amount was revealed on Monday when the Green Bay Packers reported their share of the pie. The total surpassed $7.2 billion and comes mostly from the league's television deals.
Yeah, they all do.
Yeah, but the Packers were the leader.
Speaking of the Packers, did anybody watch the Brett Favre thingamadoogie?
No, I did not see the Brett Favre thing.
No, me neither. They supposedly had 75,000 people in that arena. I didn't see none of it. Nothing. Zilch. Zippo.
This is a big year for Brett Favre when you think about it. They have the big performance, 75,000, like you pointed out, even though I didn't watch it. And then, of course, don't forget, Thanksgiving night, he will have his number 4 retired to the rafters along with other Green Bay Packer greats. How about this, Jeff? The national revenue sharing pot, split 32 ways, is up from slightly more than $6 billion last year because the new television deals with CBS, NBC, Fox, ABC, ESPN, and NFL Network kicked in this past season. The national revenue sharing amount is up 120%, factoring for inflation over the past 11 years. In the 2010 fiscal year, the league split a little more than $3 billion among its 32 teams.
Shaba said he saw the Favre induction. He said it was okay. 75,000 people just to see Favre get inducted into the Ring of Honor? Jesus criminy.
That's right. And I like what Shaba adds, as well as Green Bay should. I mean, it keeps the small markets competitive.
I know.
The Saints
I like
are
that.
a very small market.
Yeah,
too.
well, their fans own the club, pretty much.
That's right.
Right? Hey, really quick. Titans wide receiver Justin Hunter in jail on charge of felonious assault.
Felonious assault at a bar. I was just going to go with that next story.
How about that? Yeah, at the Sandbar Roar Bar, and it occurred on July 3rd, he turned himself into the Virginia police after the incident. So that guy's going to be suspended for a while now.
It's amazing to think that this just doesn't stop with NFL players becoming dopes. Just one player getting into a fight. You saw a Buffalo Bills coordinator who got thrown in jail for hitting a kid. You saw Florida State college football. This applies to the NFL. A Florida State player slapping a woman on the face. So pretty ugly.
No, nothing good ever happens in bars with athletes at all, especially after midnight. And you want to know something? Justin Hunter was having a problem with the team anyway because Hunter has been on thin ice with the team to begin with, failing to impress the coaching staff consistently, and even earned an ultimatum from Titans head coach Ken Wisenhunt this offseason. So this guy is in Ken Wisenhunt's doghouse to begin with. He ain't going to be on this team. They're going to cut his ass. Watch.
Yep.
Because he's not impressing. He's not impressing during workouts, and he got an ultimatum from the coach during the offseason. You got to work on this, and that, and now this problem. Yeah, like Ken Wisenhunt's going to keep him on that team. Yeah, lots of luck with that, dude.
He's going to get cut, and then he's going to be looking for another place to play.
Yep. You bet.
He's 24 years old, Hunter is. He's from Virginia Beach, was taken in the second round after the Titans traded up to get him in the 2013 draft out of the University of Tennessee.
Yeah, and Wisenhunt wasn't on the team then. He wasn't coach of the team then. So Wisenhunt didn't draft him. Wisenhunt came there last year, so he was already on the team.
From the Arizona Cardinals.
Right.
That's where he was.
No, wrong. He went from Arizona Cardinals to the San Diego Chargers.
Yep, that's right.
And then from the Chargers to Tennessee. Yeah, he was with the Chargers for 2 seasons as their offensive coordinator. Now he's the head coach of Tennessee Titans. What do you got next for me, buddy?
Let's see. A mistress of the ex-Bills tight end Buster Barnett's mistress kills his wife, then herself. I know we don't really get into this stuff, Jeff, but A former NFL player's mistress, apparently jealous that he was taking his wife on a trip to Las Vegas, drove to his home near Atlanta, kidnapped her romantic rival, and led officers on a chase into Alabama before killing the wife and herself, the police reported.
Wow.
Lisa Brown, who's 46 years of age, showed up at the workplace of former Buffalo Bills tight end Buster Barnett on the morning of July 15th and was upset about the planned trip, Clayton County Police spokeswoman Charlene Watson Frazier said.
That's pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy and pretty nuts, and just shows how really sick and miserable this world is with all this, with NFL players who think that they're going to be famous. They make millions of dollars, and then they get wild and crazy and nuts and even turn violent.
Could.
Yep.
Could.
You bet.
Right?
Right. That's true, and we'll see what ends up happening. That's a really sad way to look at how the NFL has turned into it, and how Roger Goodell just doesn't know how to handle these situations with players who turn into criminals.
Wow, really?
Right. Let's see. We go to Major League Baseball. The New York Yankees general manager Brian Cashman said, quote, strong possibility that the Yankees do not make a deadline deal. The Yankees, who are currently leading in first place in the American League East, Brian Cashman has come out and said, I don't think it's necessary that a big trade needs to be made for the New York Yankees, who are now 50-41 in the AL East. What do you think of that, Jeff, that they may not make a big trade?
Do they need to?
They don't make a trade. I think it will still jeopardize them just because of the fact that this team, even though they're leading and they're in first place in the division, we don't even know how long it's going to hold up for them. Can they keep this up? Can they be healthy? And how much of a threat will they be if they get to October? I still don't know. You know, last few years, everybody would think the Yankees were going to get on a roll. 2013, they thought they could stay at the wild card. That didn't happen. They missed the playoffs. Last year, they went out, off season of 2013, they went out and bought and got big free agents, old aging free agents, and that move didn't turn out well for them because then they missed the playoffs. But I know, Jeff, that you and Josh want one thing and one thing only, and that's to make sure, again, you don't see the Red Sox or the Yankees even make the playoffs.
No. Well, I think the Yankees might make the playoffs this year.
The way I look at it as an honest Red Sox fan, I don't even see the Red Sox making the playoffs. That's why I'm trying to not get caught up too much with them and not be so biased because I had to work on that by myself. Here's what the Yankees even said, quote, if you are focusing on are there going to be available starting pitchers that are better than what we have? Yeah, but will they be worth the price tag to acquire on a short-term rental, for instance? That's what Brian Cashman, the Yankee general manager, has said. Now, I've had a belief, too, all along that, let's say, Jeff, that the Yankees have a monumental collapse and they just fold and give up. Could that mean the end of Brian Cashman's job? I can still sense that Cashman and Girardi are both under fire because they haven't been in the postseason since the 2012 ALCS.
Okay.
And my biggest question is that there's still a possibility that I think that they're both under fire. They don't make the playoffs. It's either going to be the general manager or the manager that gets fired. Or if they fold and choke in October, who knows if one of the two men are going to have their jobs retained. Hard to say. It's all about the W's and about winning championships.
Well, I get that. It's all about what have you done for me lately, right?
Right. You know, it's been a long 6 years for them since their last World Series championship. But, of course, other news in Major League Baseball, Cole Hamels is a big name out there. Could it be possible the Phillies are looking at trading him? And Jonathan Papelbon, who is anxious to get out of Philadelphia, Jeff, and find another place to go to.
I don't think they're going to ever leave Philadelphia.
Despite the fact that this is a rebuilding process for the Phillies?
Yeah, even so, they're never going to leave Philadelphia. Never.
Looking at the Phillies' record, what's been a disastrous season for Philadelphia Philly fans, they're 32-62.
Right, so?
21-25 at home, but the worst part that's made the Phillies such a miserable organization is they're 11-37 on the road. Remember, they had to deal with that managerial change because the Phillies manager stepped in and then they hired an interim. So there's going to be a lot of changes in the offseason for the Phillies. Wondering, where will the Phillies go from here? What is their team going to look like?
Listen, every team goes through this. Every single team goes through this.
Yep.
Right? And when the teams are going through this, they don't move. It's been a while since Philadelphia had to go through this. Well, guess what? Now they got to go through it. Every team goes through it. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You're right. You're right, Shaw. But Kansas City is playing great baseball right now.
They are. The Royals. I don't know who can take them on, Chaba and Jeff. Here they are, 55-35, and Ned Yost wants to get the Royals back to the winning ways. He wants, and he has. Look at 2013; they go 85-77. Last year, they go 89-73, and they shocked the entire world by getting to the Fall Classic and having the tying run 90 feet away. Now you're looking at a Royals team that felt like, well, maybe everybody thought, oh, the Royals will be the same old Royals. They won't be good. No, this Royal team is back, and there's no question about it. I've talked with my family down in Lee Summit, and a lot of my family says, Jeff, that they can just feel that that the days of losing are over for the Royals, that they want it bad. They want to be the team that can start winning year after year. And look where they're at, 55-35. I don't even think the Twins can catch them.
I don't think anybody can catch them. I think the only team that might be able to catch them is Detroit, and without Cabrera, they might not have a chance.
I think the Tigers... Oh, yeah. Well, we'll finish more on this baseball talk right after the last commercial break of the day.
Okay, let's run to our final break. You're listening to Jeff Escow and Shaw Man on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us. And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to the final segment of Sports World Radio. Jeff Escott, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. All right, Sean, where we going, buddy?
All right, continuing with what we were talking a little bit about, Jeff, with Major League Baseball and kind of the status of the second half of the season. The biggest point I got to get through is, what's kind of been the biggest disappointments we've seen? Well, one, we've seen the Red Sox. We know how bad they've been looking. They're getting pounded today against the Angels. And then you talk about the Detroit Tigers. I believe time is catching up with the Tigers. I believe that Dave Dombrowski has done a great job with Detroit. He turned that team around, but still, the fact remains that the Detroit Tigers are a team, Jeff, that continues to be starting to fold a little bit. They're not as big right now, and the fact that they're starting to lose games is really hurting them. Do you think the loss of Jim Leland had a lot to do with it? That after Leland left, that maybe kind of put an end to an era for the Detroit Tigers?
Well, Cabrera's hurt. Verlander hasn't been pitching as well as he did back then, and they lost Scherzer.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
think
the same.
Scherzer was the big blow for them.
It's not the same team at all.
No, and I don't see Detroit making it. I really don't.
Well, they got to deal with Kansas City, and without Cabrera, they ain't getting it done.
They not only have to deal with Kansas City, they have to deal with Minnesota in that division. Keep in mind, don't forget about how well the Minnesota Twins have played. Sure, they're 50-42. They lost to Oakland, but the Twins have surprised a lot of people this year. And they're in the wild card hunt, the Twins are.
Are they? I'm
Yeah.
heading over there right now. Okay, yeah, the Twins are 6 games behind Kansas City, and Detroit's 10.5. So this is Kansas City's division to lose right now.
Right.
Right?
Right, and I don't think anybody can catch the Royals. The way I look at it, the Royals this year, most likely, in my opinion, will win the American League Central. I believe that that's going to happen. The Twins, I believe, this year are going to be a wild card team. They'll either get the number 1 wild card or they'll get the number 2 wild card.
I don't even think the Twins are making the playoffs.
A lot of people, it's funny. I watched a Twins-White Sox game a couple weeks ago on Monday Night Baseball. And a lot of the experts to ESPN believe that the Twins are not there yet, that they're a team that would not make the playoffs. But we'll see. This wild card is up for grabs. You've got the Twins. You've got the Astros have started to slip a little bit too, Jeff.
Well, right now,
43.
Well, right now, if the season would end today, it would be the Yankees, the Royals, and the Angels, and your 2 wild cards would be the Twins and the Astros.
Mm-hmm.
That's if it would end today.
For the play-in game. Yeah, for
Correct.
the Twins Astros.
Correct.
Baltimore, I'm looking at it kind of going down the list. The O's, they won the American League East last year. Everybody had high expectations for them because of what Buck Showalter has done. Baltimore and the Rays and the Blue Jays just 500 right now, 500 ball. The question is, can they stay in it? The second half is going to be amazing just to see what happens when it may go down right down to the wire.
It might be amazing to you, but not to me.
In the National League wild card, if the playoffs started today, the Pittsburgh Pirates would play the play-in game against the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, so far, yes. It would be the Chicago Cubs.
And we all know exactly what happened last year to the Pirates after they ended up losing to the San Francisco Giants in the one-game play-in game. And how about this scenario? Wes's Pirates against Frank's Cubs.
Oh, I would love to see the Cubs beat them. Doesn't matter. Pirates ain't going to make it anyway. It's still a big season left. They're 4.5 out of first, and they're going to fall apart anyway. They're not even going to make a wild card spot.
And then Wes will be frustrated. He'll blame it on something.
Yeah, they're not even going to make a wild card spot. Wild card spot's going to either go to the East or the West, not to the Central. So you better get moving, Pittsburgh, because I'm telling you right now.
At 53 and 38 for the Pirates, for the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now. You better hurry up and get moving. 53 and 38, they're 4.5 games behind St. Louis, and they ain't going to get any closer.
right now, the way I look at the National League Central is I just say that the Cardinals have as good a chance as the Pirates to win the National League Central. They've had more experience than the Pirates have the last couple of years. You've seen them make the World Series like 06 and 2011. For the Cardinals, in order for them to keep it going, they got to get on a streak because they've been slumping a bit too. Sure, they've got the best record in all of baseball, but it's going to depend, really, I think, on how well the Pirates play. I think the pressure is more on the Pirates than there is with the Cardinals.
Yeah, of course. It's more with the Pirates than it is with the Cardinals. Cardinals are familiar with where they're at. Pirates are, trying to get familiar with what the Cardinals are at.
Shabba says maybe we just might have another Missouri World Series like we did 30 years ago.
I'm okay with that.
Between Kansas City and St. Louis.
I'm okay with that.
I'd be fine.
I don't think the weather. I don't think the weather.
Best of 7.
I don't think the weather's going to cooperate, but I'd be okay with that.
It wouldn't.
No, because it gets cold out there in October. It gets cold out there.
Or how about a Royals-Pirates World Series?
I don't want Pirates in the playoffs or the World Series, so knock it off.
Okay.
I don't want them there, so knock it off.
Okay.
Ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Especially when Wes says we are family.
Yeah, well, he hasn't shown up, so he doesn't deserve any of that crap.
Wes was saying to me, he says, Sean, the Steelers are going to have the best offense in the entire NFL this year. That's
Say that again? Say that again, Sean?
Wes says that the Steelers will have the best offense in the entire league this year.
Ah, come on. No way. No way, Jose. Ain't going to happen. Not going to happen. So don't even give me none of that. I ain't going to. You're going to be sitting at home watching the playoffs just like the Pittsburgh freaking Pirates. So get used to it, bitch.
NHL, Shabba. Here's another big story that we have. The formal expansion process began in June as soon as NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman received the green light at the Board of Governors meeting authorizing him to start soliciting offers from interested cities. Now the league is one step closer to awarding a team to a new local with applications due at 5 p.m. Eastern. And they've got 4 possibilities.
They're going to put a team in Vegas. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to put a team in Vegas, and I don't like that.
Here's what they had. Number 1, Las Vegas, with Seattle and Quebec previously seen to be the top contenders. Sin City emerged as the front runner this season for an NHL team.
Who? Cincinnati?
Las Vegas.
No, I don't want it to go to Las Vegas. Go somewhere else. Don't go to Vegas. I'm telling you, it's not. You're not going to have sellouts. You're going to have a lot of. I'll tell you something. The only people that are going to go to those games are going to be out of town people. You're not going to get many season tickets sold. I wouldn't see many season tickets sold there. You're probably going to get a lot of. I would not be shocked if hotels are giving away tickets to hockey games. Here's a ticket. Hey, thanks for spending so much money. Here are 2 tickets to a hockey game.
It's the gambling capital of the world. It would just, like you pointed out, they won't sell out games. The one place that I would like to see an NHL team would be Seattle.
You know what? They put a hockey team in Vegas. They're going to move it within 5 years.
Right.
They'll move it within 5 years because it's not being supported.
As let's see, Bill Foley. Here's what he pointed out: is June, Bill Foley secured down payments for more than 13,000 season tickets, an effort that has not gone unnoticed by both Bettman and Deputy Commissioner Bill Daley.
13,000? 13,000?
13,000 season tickets.
That's not a lot.
Nope.
That's not a lot at all.
It also doesn't hurt that there's an NHL-ready arena already being built on the, on
the Strip.
Periphery, or I think, of the Vegas Strip.
Yeah, on the Strip. Yeah, yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Foley told ESPN.com's Scott Burnside after the Board of Governors announcement that he expects to submit a, quote, robust application, and he has to be pleased with chances. Odds are that Vegas will be the one to land a team and start possibly as soon as the 2017-2018 NHL season.
People do not go to Las Vegas to watch a hockey game. They go to Las Vegas to spend their money on gambling and shows. They don't spend it on freaking hockey games. That team's going to be out of there in 5 years because it can't be supported. Watch.
Exactly.
And it's going to be a mistake to put a team in Vegas.
And we've seen it numerous times, Jeff. We've seen teams that build a new stadium, actually hockey arena, I'm just going to rephrase that, and play, and they don't support their team. The fans don't. Think about the Atlanta Thrashers. Mm-hmm. Atlanta was there for a short term. Then they moved up to, I believe it was Winnipeg, and became the Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah. No, you think the stadiums up in L.A. for the football teams are going to be empty after a couple of years? Wait till you see what happens in Vegas. Hey, you know what? On that note, we got to get the flock out of here. I want to thank everybody for listening to us today. We had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Until tomorrow, my friends, remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable.
Amen.
Peace out, everybody. For Sean Mann, Josh Lopez, I'm Jeff Escow. This has been Sports World Radio.
Peace out.
Shut up, Skip.
Boy, Stimpy, we sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When's that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon? How long is that?
In a little while, man.
Goodbye, folks. Goodbye, folks.